Hello, my valiant drawing students. Welcome to, well, my living room, or my kitchen as it were. Today I'm going to show you how to do the blind contour warm-up exercise that you've been assigned this week. You will need a piece of paper or that is attached to a clipboard or a sketchbook that has a hard back so that you can set it on your lap and still have something hard to draw on. You also need a pencil, and believe it or not, you will not need one with an eraser. So if it doesn't have one, no worries. And then you'll need to select something that you would like to do your blind contour of. I went and found this cute little ceramic rabbit that I've got here, but you can use anything you can find. You can even use another person, so be it. But you want to find something that has a fair amount of detail and that isn't overly simplified. And I feel like this rabbit covers that pretty well. It's got enough little nooks and crannies in it to make for a really good blind contour drawing. So let's get started. I'm going to stick this on my lap, and I'm going to do that so that it is under the table and I will not be able to see what I'm drawing. But I'm going to use instead my eyes coordinated with the movement of my pencil to try and draw as accurately as possible every single little bump and nook and cranny in this little sculpture. So I'm going to stick this on my lap. I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see what's happening on my lap. But just know that as I am drawing, I am not looking at my paper. You want it out of sight, so it's pretty well out of sight. And I'm going to be following my eye line along the edge of this to try and draw it as best as I can. In fact, let me draw one right here so you can see it, and then I'll move the camera so you can see what's happening under the table where I cannot see. Now, going slow is going to be the most important thing you can do for this. I'm going to be showing you a sped up version of this because I don't want you to spend forever watching me trying to draw, but you will want to have be going as slow as possible so that you can capture all those details and not gloss over a single one in your haste. Alright, so what I've got so far, I was just trying to drawing the head and some of the ears and things, and it's pretty goofy scribble, which you should know if it is pretty goofy and a little outrageous. You've done the right thing. You still want to make sure though, if you were to look up close, you could tell which parts belong to which part that you were drawing on there and what sort of details you were trying to represent. So let's move the camera. So as you can see, I was going pretty slow, and I did run into a mild obstacle with the way that my particular table is designed, with that little metal overhang that my pencil ran into. Hopefully you guys can find a little bit better table than I have for that. But I took it very, very slow. And you may notice also that I took the approach where instead of doubling back on my lines to add the details, I just kept going, and then I lifted my pencil and added those details. You can kind of see the goofy little effects of that here, of where I put the eye and the nose and the tail over there. And that's okay. You can take either approach. You can do it where you draw parts and you lift your pencil to draw other parts, or you can try and do it in one continuous line without lifting your pencil. So that is how you do this assignment. What I would like you to do is do the same thing. If you feel like recording yourself, that could be fun, but you don't have to. But I do want you to scan this image when you are done and submit it as a part of your warm-up. And feel free to do as many as you'd like. It's not the most fun exercise, but I can promise you though, the more that you do, the better you will get at it. And I want to see lots of really good detail. In addition to submitting a scan of this, if you could, I would also appreciate you submitting an image of whatever it is that you were drawing so that I can see sort of the same picture that you are seeing and compare the details of the actual image with your drawing.